Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's I'm going to be reviewing the Porsche Cayenne E-Hybrid. Before we get into this video, I want to give a huge shout out and thank you to the Porsche Salt Lake for giving me some time with this Cayenne. I'll include a link to their website in the description down below. If you have any questions, need any help, just ask for Matt Hendry. Also include a link to my car buying guide. Let's get into it. Powering this is a 3-liter turbo V6 that's paired to a hybrid system. It puts out 463 horsepower and then 479 pound-feet of torque. The MPGe rating is 53. The MPG rating without hybrid assist is 22, and then this can go 29 miles on a charge. Now, before we move forward with this review, I do want to mention if you want to see more videos just like this, then I recommend you subscribe because I post content every single day. So taking a look at the hood, you guys can see how it's raised in the center, and then also on either side the arches above the lights, which is a signature Porsche design. And then popping down below, you can see the little turn signal indicator right there. And this has just the normal Cayenne front end, so you don't lose any style because of the hybrid. Tire wheel setup is 285 by 45 by 21, and then 315 by 40 by 21 in the back, so slightly staggered setup. And you can see here with the wheels, you've got the silver there, and it's darker in the center. Tons of spokes in normal Porsche fashion. Got the darker brake caliper, which goes nicely with this particular car. We've got the painted fender flare there, your E-Hybrid badge. And I'll take a few steps back so you guys can see the side profile with this. This one's the coupe, so it's got that sleek design. And then let's go over the charging port. So the charging port's actually over on the driver's side. And yeah, pretty simple. You just pop it open and then plug it in and charge it up. Now this leads us to the key fob where we've got our lock and unlock function. We got the opening for the hatch, and then it looks like a car, which is, I think, kind of cool. But with the coupe, the one downside is that you do lose a little bit of storage compared to the SUV just because of the roofline design. It does come with a charging cable from the factory, by the way. Got nice trim here. And then you can raise and lower the suspension with those buttons to make accessing the cargo area a little bit easier. And then when you're all done, just press that button and that will lower the hatch right back down. And then of course you've got that sleek design with the coupe there in the rear, and then you've got 4 exhaust tips there on the back, 2 on either side. This leads us to the passenger cabin, and I really like this interior. So we've got nice trim here at the top, and you can see the trim that goes across, and then the handle is always cool in Porsche fashion. I like the tan, and that continues onto the seats here. But then you'll notice the middle seat is actually black, which is pretty cool. The Cayenne's got good leg room, and then we do have our own climate controls here for the rear passengers. Got some vents there in the back, and then the roofline does slope a bit because the coupe design, so you do lose a little bit of headroom there in the rear. Now popping up front, you'll notice that again we've got that nice trim up top, very tight fit and finish with everything. Memory seats, got blind spot monitoring with the mirrors, more nice trim down below. Let's just open up the hatch there, all of your window controls to fold in the mirrors. It says Cayenne. And then here's the Porsche crest on the front seat, perforated all down the center. Power adjustments on the side, and then you actually have your engine stop start there off to the side, which is kind of unique. And then the steering wheel's power adjustable. Turning it on, pretty straightforward, just press that and bada bing bada boom. Now you have the normal Porsche steering wheel, so really nice trim all around. You've got your little drive mode select there, you just turn that dial. And you got some controls there for the center screen, phone controls too. Nice paddle shifters there on the back, and your voice command controls and everything on the other side. And you got tons of stocks here on the back in normal Porsche fashion for like cruise control and turn signal, and then windshield wiper stock and all of that. Now taking a look at the digital gauge cluster, there's a lot of different views that you can go through, and the load up animation is actually very quick. Or maybe I'm just saying that because I have a Toyota and it's the opposite of quick with anything. But yeah, pretty cool. And then it will show you the drive modes depending on what you select. This also comes with a 360 camera system, great resolution with that. And then as for the rest of the infotainment system, we're just going to exit out of all of this. Yes, there we go. Shortcut bar here on the side, quick response time with the rest of the screen. It's all really easy to use. And then again, look at the trim all across, like very tight fin finish, really nice. Love the little sport chrono clock up top, or at least, actually no, look at that, it's showing us the direction we're facing, which is west, elevation, everything. That's cool. That's really cool. You can change what that displays, by the way. Anyways, we got our climate controls down below, heated and ventilated seats with this. It'll radio control as well. Got these grab handles here, a little bit of storage up front too. Some cup holders. Nice center console, nice trim there. Same thing with the glove box. Everything feels super high quality. We've got a regular rear view mirror, and then we do have a nice glass roof. So here's our warranty sticker for this 2025 Cayenne, and you can see the base MSRP there, $101,200. We did have quite a few options added to it, including the Premium Plus package, which adds quite a bit. $120,235 is the total MSRP. Let's see how it performs. Well, let's start it up. Something else that I noticed is the car automatically kind of turns on when you sit in it, which is pretty cool. So we'll see how this performs. I think this is the second Porsche E-Hybrid I've reviewed, because the first one was that Panamera. And Porsche's hybrids are, just like other luxury manufacturers, are kind of more about performance rather than economy. And they do add some economy, of course, right? Hybrid's always going to make something a little bit more economical, but it's definitely more about the performance side of things. So, man, this is a horrible turn. I have a line of car, I mean, you guys can see, I've got that line of cars, so I cannot see one bit. Okay. Interesting sound it's making. Now I can hear the wheels going over the bump, the little manhole covers and everything, but the suspension, just this air suspension soaks it up so well. And it is adjustable. If I actually go into the vehicle tab here and go to drive and then go to level, you can adjust the suspension up and down. You can also adjust how comfortable everything is. So right now we're just in normal. We go to Sport and Sport Plus, but this is gonna be the most comfortable in terms of the ride. Now it says we got 7 miles of electric range and then we're 300 of gas. So this isn't fully charged, but we do have the electric power, and that's what we've been using, by the way. I have not used any engine at all during this drive. And this actually feels like it's got a big punch just from the electric side of things, which is quite impressive. So I think, you know, for driving around town and everything, it's going to be more than enough for what people are looking for with acceleration. Yeah, suspension's really comfortable in this. And this is the big benefit of plug-in hybrids, right? Is you can do this stuff. You can just drive around. You don't have to use any gas whatsoever. No gas, no problem, right? Now, pop it into the Sport Plus. I do find it cool they have an off-road mode. I think Porsche is trying to bring back the off-road Cayennes. I really hope they do a Cayenne Dakar. I think that would be so cool. Because the 911 Dakar was a really cool setup, and so this being an actual SUV, sport utility vehicle, right? It'd be really cool to see with a Dakar package. And here's the thing that I like about Porsche's performance hybrid compared to others. It doesn't feel like, it doesn't have the same disconnected feel that you get like with a lot of other, and I am in the Sport Plus mode, but still with a lot of other plug-in hybrids, it's like it feels really disconnected. So here, what we're actually going to do, since I already felt that, is we're going to go back into the hybrid mode. Okay, the engine's going to shut off. I'm going to accelerate, and we're going to see if it takes the system a bunch of time to figure its life out, basically. So, okay, here, and let's say I want to go fast. No! See, it just boom, right on. It's probably the most seamless hybrid I've driven that's especially plug-in hybrid. Really good. Like, Porsche nailed this, and I think it makes sense because they had that 918 Spyder. Well, that's like that happened over a decade ago now, right? And so it's like Porsche's been doing hybrids, I think, for a little bit longer than a lot of the other luxury manufacturers, and so it shows. It does show with how it drives. So overall, I mean, you get the Cayenne driving experience with what I would call a really solid plug-in hybrid in terms of the performance. So let me know what you guys think about the Cayenne E-Hybrid. And speaking of Dakar, there we go. Got one right there. Such a cool car. If I had unlimited money, I would daily one. That was off-road 911, man. Anyways, let me know what you think.